All right, what's up, everybody? So, in this video, I'm going to be showing you some stuff in Serum 2, particularly the new Spectral oscillator. So here I have prepared a project. I started with sampling a bunch of one-shots. This is like every pluck preset in Serum 2. It sounded like this. And then I made a hocketing machine, which Mr. Bill has a tutorial on this, but I'll make a different video on this. But basically, it randomizes the notes and plays a melody, and that sounds like this. Very cool. And I recorded these samples out of that. Those are these. And then here's where we get to Serum 2. So right here, I created a preset, and you can play it. And then from that, I recorded this audio right here. All right, so I'll show you how I did this. Let's get a new Serum out. And let's drag one of these samples in here. But you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a little more dynamic range. Let's listen to this sample. So let's do the beats mode trick where we'll just tighten everything up with this beats mode. Forwards and stop mode. Yeah, let's try that, because transients work nicely with this technique. So let's get our Serum. Bring this into the spectral mode. Now, if I play this, sounds pretty similar, right? So the scan time is set to whatever speed it was. It's at 100%, basically, which is normal speed. So let's talk about the warp modes. If I want, one of the really cool spectral sounds is a spectral gate. So we have a gate mode here. Which is removing stuff based on amplitude. So the high frequencies are going first. Now listen to what happens when I slow this way down. So it'd be nice to be able to snap this to the grid, right? To the BPM. So if you right click on the knob, you can select sample length to BPM or lock scan rate to tempo. Let's try that. So let's try sample length to BPM. So now if I turn it all the way left, it's 8 bars, which was the original speed. And then if I bump this up, then we're gonna go faster. We can also turn it on to looping, forward looping, or forward reverse looping. And we can also take this loop and snap to beats, snap to loop, fade edges. Let's do fade edges 4. These are the loop settings. Oh wait, maybe these are the loop settings if I click here. Yeah. Snap to loop. So that sounds fun to modulate. So let's modulate that gate. And this sounds really cool with a little bit of delay and reverb on it. So I'm going to grab the one from here. Cluster delay in Valhalla. Vintage verb. To do is modulate the start position here, and you can macro that up. And let's change this back to its normal state of scanning. See, there's some other interesting options, like you can key track it, hit reverse, phase lock, transients. It's interesting. Try transients. Let's use this LFO to also modulate the level. You can play multiple notes at once, polyphonically. At high note. Play them one after the other, and we we get this weird rhythm. If I play the fifth. That's playing notes at once. So this can be fun to modulate. Let's modulate the scan. And let's do it like steppy. So I'll grab the steppy and let's just do some random steps here. Bars. So another cool warp mode we can get is the Spectral peak plus 12 octaves. And this is sort of going to layer another octave based off the peak values. We could have that coming in and out. That would be nice. So let's bring that in and out with another slow LFO. 2 bars. We could do something like randomize the start position, and we can do that by selecting a mod source and go LFOs. I don't think we're using 4 yet, so let's go to 4, and we can change that to a chaos oscillator, and we could set it to re-trigger. So let's try that. Maybe let's put on free running actually, and let's do Rosler or sample and hold. Sample and hold. It'll just give me a new random value every time I hit a key. Like this on free running, this free running. Let's do everything free running. And on our main envelope, let's ramp it and give it some release. Now this stuff is happening in the background and I can come in and out with the keys. So what we can do with LFO5 is modulate the cutoff of this filter. And this filter is pretty interesting. So we want to go in here and you can either load filters or you can make your own. So let's go for let's make our own. So let's have a high pass and a low pass here. So this would be band pass. But then let's make some points where the signal is completely taken out. And there's some various sort of peaks here. That should be pretty good. So this will be a weird filter. and see how it affects the color. See how it affects all the oscillators. So let's try that. And we could have that mix slightly down. And then with this LFO5, let's go for a real slow one, like 4 bars, slowly ramping up. So let's try something interesting. Let's see what happens when we add in a sine wave. So let's see what happens when we do phase distortion from oscillator A. That's crazy. Let's see what happens when we distort it. Go down a notch. Thought I could modulate that. Yeah. But I want to go the other way. That's pretty crazy. And we could do multiple voices of unison. Let's try 8 unison. All right, well, it got super gnarly sounding and shitty at the end. So I will say that. But that's going to be that technique. Try messing with those settings. You're going to come up with some absolutely insane stuff. More on Serum 2 to come. And if you want my exclusive secret private video links, it's not spicy like it sounds. It's well, it is spicy if you're into that. I'm not going to tell you what to do while looking at these, but they're just production tutorials on my Patreon. Check it out. Patreon, Sephiros, Sepros. Check it out. Thank you. Love you. Big up. Peace.